just fill it in. 5x minus 20, 4x minus 20, and 2x minus 20. All right. Let's set up our equation. What about 20 years ago? The oldest company was greater than, notice they say was greater than. It's not just greater than, that would be plus. Was greater than or is greater than means greater than symbol. So let's write that down here. Oldest company was greater than 5x minus 20 was greater than the combined ages of the other two companies. Let's just combine these other two companies to 6x minus 40. There's our equation. Let's solve it. I'm going to subtract 6x. Now I'll show you why. You always want your variable on the left when you're working with inequalities. So negative x minus 20 greater than negative 40. Next step is to add 20 to both sides. Negative x greater than negative 20. And then you want to get rid of this negative. Now you're going to divide by a negative 1. Whenever you multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative, you have to change the direction of the inequality. Oops. What did I do here? I did something wrong. Greater than. Yeah, I didn't turn it. I just said it and didn't do it. Less than 20. X less than 20. There we go. Almost messed it up. There we go. Now, it says find the possible ages for the oldest company. I'm going to use O for oldest, M for middle, and Y for youngest. Now, X has to be less than 20. So the youngest has to be less than 2x, or 40. The middle would have to be less than 4 times x, or 80. And the oldest, which is what they want, that's the one they want, 20 times 5 is 100. The oldest has to be less than 100 years. Great. Well, here's the other half of that problem. If the youngest had to exist 20 years ago, that means the smallest it can possibly be now is 20. The 2x value of the youngest has to be greater than 20, or equal, well, it could equal 20. But it can't be less than that. It has to be more than that. I guess it could equal, but we'll just use greater than. If I divide by 2, then x has to be greater than 10. So technically greater than 10 at the same time, because the fact that the youngest had to exist. Now, if it were in the future, you'd just say greater than 0. But because it's going into the past, that gives you a minimum age for the youngest of 20. So that means the youngest has to be greater than 20. The middle, 10 for x, would be 40. And the oldest has to be at least 50 years old. So the oldest has to be between 50 and 100. That's OLD, oldest. All right. The oldest has to be between 50 and 100. All right, that is it. You're going to do any of the problems that we didn't do on this video. Thank you very much. Have a great day.